Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nick Ray from Phandroid, and this here is the box for the all-new Poco X3 NFC. As you can see, the box is already empty. That's because we've just done an unboxing, and we're doing a camera test, and I'm using the phone right now to record with its 20 megapixel front-facing camera. As we do in all of these camera tests, we go through the rear and front-facing cameras to see how these devices perform in a variety of different lighting conditions. As mentioned, the front-facing camera is a 20 megapixel sensor. It can record 1080p video at 30 FPS, while the rear camera on the back, the main 64 megapixel sensor, can record 4K at up to 30 FPS. There's an additional 13 megapixel rear camera with an ultra wide angle lens, and then two throwaway cameras back there, both of them 2 megapixels for a macro and also a depth sensor as well. So now we're going to go out, take a variety of pictures with this device to see how it performs in everyday conditions and give you an idea of what the Poco X3 NFC can actually do. And to give you a look at the camera quality from the main 64 megapixel camera on the back of the phone recording 4K video at 30 FPS, I thought it would be interesting to show you what comes inside the box when you buy the Poco X3 NFC. You do get a handful of included stickers if you want to show your loyalty to the brand. Also a tattoo if you want the Poco heart right on your arm. And then a case for the phone as well. The body of the Poco X3 NFC is plastic, so having a case that will keep it from scratching up is definitely something that's always appreciated. But then, since this is a cheap, budget-friendly device, we typically don't see this. This is a fast charger that doesn't charge at 18 watts, but at 33 watts, making this one of the fastest charging budget-friendly devices that we've seen in at least this year, I believe, since this phone only cost €299. The only real downside that I see to the rear cameras while recording video is that you're not able to switch on the fly between the ultra-wide camera and the main sensor, making you stop the recording and then switch over between the two anytime that you want to do that. A good example is this right here. I have a couple deer in the backyard here that I want to zoom into. If I zoom right now while recording with the ultra-wide camera, it just does a digital crop into that. If I want to switch over to the main sensor, I have to stop the video and record again. And here's a look with the main sensor, and then from here I can digitally crop in again. Go in pretty far to get a closer look at the two deer just hanging out in the neighbor's backyard. And this here is a look at video capture from the front-facing camera in low light. Honestly, the only thing that I really have an issue with here is that there's no real electronic image stabilization with this video. As you can see, it's extremely shaky while I'm holding the phone and walking down the street, something that you typically don't get on a lot of other devices. And that's going to do it for this quick camera test of Poco's new $299 budget smartphone. Let me know what you think of the results in the comments below and whether or not this camera can replace the current device that you're using. I'm going to be doing camera comparisons with this smartphone and the Pixel 4a and the OnePlus Nord, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.